that is not where that was supposed to be. It's under Reptile Lounge, but we're live anyway. So,
woohoo!
Hey everybody, sorry for the let's do this one more time.
Texoma Exotics presents Not Another Reptile podcast.
Okay. Oh, somebody's got it playing in the background.
How's it going, everybody?
Hello.
Doing good.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, and I don't know this person.
That's a new one.
Yeah. How's it going?
Rep is another breeder here in Alabama. He's a friend of mine.
Oh, nice. I think there's a lot of people still down in Florida doing their thing at the Daytona, and
yep,
it's a party. It's a party.
That's right. Party time.
All right. So yeah, I guess none of us got to go to Daytona this year, right? We're all at home.
Nope.
Oh, not this year. I went to SCRE last weekend, and then I'm vending next weekend here at a local show in Knoxville, but not Daytona this year.
Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how did that go, Jamie? You vended for the Harbins at the Southeast Reptile Expo, yeah?
Yeah, so I won the pass to the vendor's pass with Small Town Exotics, and Small Town Exotics and the Herb and Harbins were vending together. So when I got down there, there was a table across the way, 2 tables that someone didn't show up. They had gotten sick. And so they asked Bob if we could use one of those tables for a deli cup show for them, or a deli cup table. And so I vended that deli cup table. I had their ambassadors animal. So Snake Discovery was there. There was a ton of little kids. And so all day I was busy, and they did a pretty good show there. And it was a lot of fun to just hang out and vend for them. That was neat. So it was different because they were across the way. So I still just had to go and grab her when people needed to exchange money, but it was a lot of fun.
How many sales did you make? Or did you, facilitate?
Yeah, it was less than 20, but more than 16. So like somewhere in the high teens numbers. There was 3 the first day, and then everything else was the second day. And it got crazy, and I don't remember how many exactly, but it was a good time.
Nice. Cool.
Yes, they do. I've been around, a lot of the shows where she's there, and I've been to a show where it wasn't the Dallas one. It was in, I can't even think right now. Anyway, she had a line. They put her line all the way through the middle of the show, and it cut off a bunch of vendors from having people.
Yep.
And they had to change that.
Well, I can tell you, Bob did a good show. They were on the one side, we were on the other. It didn't, even though there was so many people that came through the door, that space is huge, and it wasn't really crowded, at least on our end. I know it got crowded down on the Snake Discovery end, but he did a good job with that, I think.
Yeah.
So Jason and I and a couple other friends vended in Schaumburg recently, and Snake Discovery was right across from us. And I think that they didn't hold up traffic, and I think it was more beneficial to our friends, Bobby and Tanisha, that were in there with us. But yeah, there was a lot of foot traffic there too because of her.
Our table was right outside of the their exit for all the people coming in. So it was perfect. People would just come right towards us.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So y'all have vended shows. How many shows do you think you have vended so far?
I've vended 2 shows.
2?
I've vended NARBC Schaumburg and NARBC St. Louis last year. Yeah, I do one show a year with my friends. Otherwise, all my sales are from TikTok, Instagram, Morph Market, stuff like that. So
yeah, that's like y'all do TikTok together.
Yep.
How are the sales off of TikTok?
Jen just sold one the other day off of TikTok.
Yep.
I got to ship out one tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I took a little bit of a break recently from it. I just transitioned from the military. I just retired. So the last, for me, transitioning from a different job, probably around the last 8 months have been really hectic for me, especially with the state of the world as well, still having to work and losing a lot of people, all processing, retiring, finding a new job. So I took a break from, I did my first pairings for the year a couple days ago, actually. Just
Wow.
maintaining here rats and snakes and just, working. And now, but now I'm back into it. Everything has been settled. I've started my new job and then settled in on that schedule. It's a 8-day on, 6-day off schedule, which is awesome. So I like it. So now that I'm settled in and finally I'm able to return back to the community.
Right.
And I'm so glad he's back because he was so quiet. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but he's been so quiet in our Discord group for so long, and I'm so glad to have him back.
That's good.
It was a very stressful time, and then right towards the end of it, because I'm on terminal leave right now. My official retirement date is 1 September. Right before I stopped working, my last day of work was May 21st, and in April they announced that they were stopping all retirements, and you were having to stay. And it was like, well, hold on here, but I was not affected for it due to funding or whatever. So thank God I didn't get hit with that. But yeah, again, stressful last 8 months getting out after 20 years.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, my husband did that, so it was. I remember going through that with him. It was hard.
Oh,
yeah, I did the same thing too. My husband is retired Air Force as well, so yeah, I know what a struggle it can be. That's why I was so understanding with Jason. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Jason, thank you for your service and happy retirement, dude.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm appreciative. Growing my facial hair out because I work in the oil field.
Yeah.
And when I started there, they're like, nope, you got to shave because you have to be able to wear a mask and everything. And I was like, no, not again. But they got rid of that rule. So growing my hair out, not shaving my face, it feels good.
Oh yeah,
Get
my
that power mullet. Power mullet.
Yeah, we're gonna have a mullet. I've always wanted a mullet my entire life, so we're going for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love mullets.
Oh, good grief, you guys. Mullets. We're old enough to retire after. You did 20 years, you said, Jason?
Yep, 20 years.
Yeah, you look young.
He still looks like a child, right?
I do. Yep, I'm 38, be 39 this year. I do look young. I get that all the time.
Well, good for you.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I take the hat off and you see all the gray hairs and everything. You're like, oh, okay. I don't get ID'd anymore when I go and buy beer or something like that, and it's kind of hurts my feelings sometimes.
Okay. They stopped doing that to me a long time ago.
Same.
White everywhere.
That's great.
So how long? So you guys, Jen and Jason, sounds like you guys are thick as thieves and do a lot of stuff together, or at least hang out, or I don't know, share snakelings or whatever. What's the story behind your relationship? And I know other people know this, but I don't because I'm.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
How long have you guys been in?
Kind of a crazy story.
Yeah. So I started breeding like 2018. 2018 is when my wife came home with our first snake, and then you start I had no idea what morph market or anything like that was, but you go and type in ball python, it's the first thing that happens that pops up. And then I got lost in morph market, and then I I can do this. I want to start breeding snakes. So that I started, it goes off the rails really fast. Before you know it, you've got 30 plus, and so I'm collecting snakes and I'm producing clutches and everything like that, and selling locally. And then COVID happens, and snake sales start going wild. Yeah. And I just so happened to be on TikTok one night. Like I started TikTok during COVID because all the kids that I used to work with me, they convinced me to go on there. And then one night I'm sitting there talking on TikTok with my normal friends, and then Jen pops in there,
Yeah,
And
he
she's
was on
like,
TikTok live, to be
Yeah,
clear.
I was live on TikTok, and she popped in there like, "Hello from North Dakota," and I'm like, "I'm in North Dakota too." And she's like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm in Minot." She's like, "I'm in Minot." We literally live like 2 miles away from each other.
Right.
Um,
How
and
crazy
then-
is that?
It is.
Yeah, we live 2 miles away from each other. So then we met up. We went sold back and forth from each other, and then we became part of a Discord group, and then started talking and hanging out. And then now, like, there was one point, and it was a huge favor that I had to ask. So we knew each other for a couple of years. She saw all of my stuff, I saw all of her stuff, and we went back and forth, helped each other out. And
That wasn't a huge favor, by the way.
It was.
Anyway,
I had to last minute, like I had to deploy real fast, like quick, fast, in a hurry. And my wife, if anyone, there's people who met her, she doesn't hate the snakes, but she does not like. She does not like the interactions with them. She loves them. They're pretty and all that. So I asked Jen, like, can you do me a huge favor and help my wife with the snakes while I'm gone? And also know these are the breeding projects that I'm having going on too, which she already knew, but I had, marks and tags, and this is what's going on. And also, if you have any questions, I'm going to a place where I went to Indonesia, and they wouldn't let us have any communication out of there. So they took all of our phones and everything away. So you're going to have 2 months, and I'm not going to be able to talk to you. Good luck. Have fun. I hope you figure out what I'm doing here. But yeah, I mean, we breed in together, co-projects. We've got so many different stuff going on, and animals back and forth shipped. I have some of her stuff. She has some of my stuff. And then if she needs anything, or if I produce an animal that she says that she wants, she gets it. It doesn't, at no charge either. She's helped me too many times with stuff like that she can have whatever she wants.
That's nice. That's good. That's refreshing to hear. Jen, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been a keeper since the 90s, but I didn't start breeding until 19.
And what made you decide to start breeding?
I had a pastel pied male, but when I got my pied female, I'm like, you know what? I really want to try breeding. And that's,
All right.
That's a lot to jump on someone, Jason.
It is. It was.
That's a lot.
I'm sure that's John. Hello, John. Good to talk to you again.
It was actually, I love doing it. I love to help people, especially Sandra. So, it wasn't a huge favor, but anyway.
And we also would hang out, and we wouldn't just do snakes, right? We have a bowling alley that we would go to and get plastered and play bingo and have a great time too. So it's not always snakes. We go and have a great time as well.
Jason and I both love to drink, so I'm just saying. But this is my husband's. This is not me.
Look at that background, y'all.
That's awesome.
And then I was looking up right here. Look at his background. I mean, that's nice too. And I love the picture.
Oh,
I love that picture too.
Yes.
I love
the cows,
those cows.
And then this is a flag flown in space on a space shuttle.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Nice. So what kinds of projects do you guys have going on? Like what's current and what's intended for seasons coming up?
Jen, you want to talk about the last clutch that we just hatched out together?
The last one?
The one that just hatched out right now.
All right. So the very last one we co-bred is double het hypo monsoon stuff.
Oh.
Prior to that, we're also working sunset ultramel combos. What else are we working, Jason?
So the last one that she did, like she said, we're working. So we had hypo involved in monsoon, and then together, kind of some way, we're also doing with the monsoon stuff, monsoon ultramel, hoping to get that also into with sunset.
Yes.
And then we just hatched out also with Desert Ghost. I like Desert Ghost with ultramel, so we're doing some monsoon Desert Ghost as well to try to get that in with the ultramel stuff.
Yep.
And then we also have together we have ultramel het sunsets. We got 3 females of those, and then a male ultramel het sunset, and then I have 1 sunset het ultramel female. And
The very first clutch we co-produced, we hit the odds like
we demolished.
We nailed it
off of a
and
double
it was
het.
so awesome.
A double het to a het pairing. Everything came out. Yeah, a double het to a het. We produced 4 visual ultramels that all tested het for sunset.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, it got, and the male, like we only produced 1 male ultramel het sunset, and thank God he didn't have yellow belly in it, and all 3 females were yellow bellies.
Yep.
That's awesome.
we got a couple double hets out of the thing too. Some ultramels and some het sunset stuff. Everything was at least het sunset or het ultramel or better. We sold off a good amount of that stuff. And then right now we're doing the triple hets, ultramel sunset clowns.
Yes.
That ultramel is really, really pretty.
Oh, I love ultramel. It's my ultramel's my.
We're also bringing a couple new genes in from the UK, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Nice.
She doesn't want to announce those yet. I'm sure on here though. Those are some. There's some big ones. I mean, they're wild. They're like dream things that you would like mortgage your house for. Animals.
Well, congratulations on that.
Wow.
No, it's all Jen. Jen. She's got the good friends. Yeah, that exactly. It was all luck because of Jen. Let's see, do we have? I think that's all. She has.
So Jen, what everyone's saying is like you're a lucky rabbit's foot. You're a good person to know.
Everything that we've done together has been super lucky, super great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
You know what, Jason is such a great friend to me. He's like a little brother at the same time, but I love this guy so much. I give him too much shit sometimes, but
well, that's what big sisters do.
Yep, right.
Yeah.
Good Lord, she loves to do this without any warning whatsoever.
I was caught off
That's
guard.
to catch me off guard. But you know what? I at least had it pulled up on my phone this time, so didn't catch me. But anyway, there's some pretty interesting stuff that I looked up in the 15 minutes before the show started.
Okay.
Did you guys know that giraffes are 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than people?
I mean, that makes sense.
Kind of makes sense.
That does make sense because they're so
Yeah, I'm surprised that somebody even like decided that was a fact. So obvious. And they only sleep 10 minutes at a time on average.
That sounds
that
terrible.
I did not know.
Yeah, and they sleep standing up. Apparently, they're really afraid of getting eaten by something. I didn't think that they were high on the list of predators' prey items, just because it just seems like a really ungainly thing to try to take down. But nonetheless, they don't seem to feel the same way.
Snake Man Pat. I met him at Sears. Snake Man Pat. That's awesome. Hey, dude.
Nice.
And then speaking of weird things, you guys know octopuses have 3 hearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not know that.
I thought they had 2.
And none of them beat at the same time. They all have a sequence. So not that you cared to know about that, but you do. And the last one, well, I'll give you 2 more. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Longer than a dolphin can hold its breath.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's kind of weird. Why does a sloth need to hold its breath for 40 minutes, I wonder?
Yeah.
What the hell do those guys do when
maybe
I guess if they fall in the water,
they're too fast in the water.
Is that why? If they fall in the river, they've got they can hold their breath till they slowly climb out.
That'd be my guess, but I'm not the sloth expert.
Yeah, and the last one, a blue whale's heart is so massive that a human being can easily swim through its arteries.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy. 1,300 pounds.
Wow.
Jesus.
I don't know whoever weighed one, but apparently somebody did it at one point.
I wonder That's crazy. Just like to see it in person, to visualize it. Is it like the size of a freaking
Volkswagen
minivan or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you know, a blue whale's heart's that big. You know what other parts are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually what his tips are about. That's usually what they're about. Honestly, he's behaving tonight.
I am behaving somewhat tonight. Oh no, I will tell you this. A pig and a duck both have corkscrew penises.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a tortoise penis?
No.
That will creep you out. It will creep you out. I'm just saying. Just saying. I saw one yesterday, and nope.
In our local pet store, they have what's the turtles that you have?
The sulcatas. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the big ones.
They had this massive turtle, and the thing had to have been like 75 to 100 years old. It was old.
Yep.
It was a male, and it would rock around the store, and it would drag its freaking wiener behind it while it just leave a trail on the floor with this thing.
While
it did laps around the store, and that's how they would find it if it got stuck underneath.
Oh my goodness!
It was huge. It was massive. God. Like a freaking, dragging a Coke bottle behind it while it was going. It was hilarious.
Well, that's on the list of things to Google later.
Yep.
Wow.
I just saw one on TikTok yesterday.
York.
Well, I only got one joke for tonight, but it's a good one. Usually Holly's used to me doing dad jokes. But okay, so what do toys and boobs have in common?
Jason can probably answer that better than I can.
You're the one with the boobs.
He's the booby, but you're the booby man.
Oh,
you're the booby
God.
man.
I have no idea.
Toys and boobs.
Toys and boobs.
Something all men like to play with.
It's something that's intended for children, but men are the ones that end up playing with them. You're welcome.
That's great.
All right. I would just like to say hello, Winnie. How are you? Thank you for hopping in.
Am I missing somebody?
Who's Winnie?
He's a friend in North Dakota. He's my pseudo son in North Dakota.
Okay.
Nice.
Is he in the chat?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
See if he was in the chat.
So you guys are both in North Dakota, right? Is that what you were saying?
No.
2 miles away from each other?
Jen left me.
Shut up. So I was born and raised in North Dakota. My husband was in the Air Force, so I spent 10 years while we were stationed here in Alabama. And then he was stationed to the Pentagon. We lived in Virginia, and then he got stationed to NSA in Maryland and got deployed to Afghanistan. And by the time he got back from Afghanistan, I said, we need to retire. And we moved back to North Dakota after he retired. So that's when I met Jason. And now I was sick and tired. It's been almost 2 years. Almost 2 years ago, I said, I'm sick and tired of 30 below. And we moved back to Alabama. So I am now in Alabama, and Jason's still in Minot.
I can see her though. Her family's still up here, so she comes up every couple of months. So we go and we hang out, and then we meet annually for one NARBC show to vend at together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. And that's always so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's like a 4-day bender.
Yes.
Our Discord group, we have people from all over the country in our Discord group, and we just converge on in NARBC.
Yeah.
We've still never met everyone from our Discord group, but there's a solid 4 or 5 of us, and it's fun. It's so much fun. Minus the 14-hour drive.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, but the drive, it's worth it though to get there and have that much fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. It's always worth the fun for sure. And to see my friends. I always love seeing my friends.
Yeah.
North Dakota is one of those places I haven't gotten to yet, but I want to. My husband's brother spent a bunch of time in Minot, North Dakota, and said it was great. So one of these days I'll get over there.
You know what they say? There's a woman behind every tree here.
Not know they said that.
There's no trees up here. It's all flat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's flat and windy.
There's a whole nothing there.
Yeah.
So are you like the only breeder in North Dakota? Like
I am not.
I'm in East Idaho.
There's a couple other ones who are local. I haven't heard from them in a while. I don't know if COVID took them out or the after effect, but there was a couple up here. There's Smug Bug. I think I'm sure you guys have probably seen her on if you got TikTok.
She's in Bismarck. Yeah,
she's
in Bismarck.
But yeah, I mean, there's no real huge ones here.
No.
Yeah, I asked that because I'm in East Idaho, and I think I'm the only breeder that's in outside of Boise that's even in Idaho.
Yeah.
They're kind of anti-snake here.
But then I'm in Tennessee, and there's big breeders everywhere. Like you spit, and you're gonna spit another one on another one. They're all over.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like the mecca for breeders on the East Coast. It seems like Oak Ridge is where all of them are. There's like 8 breeders in
Knoxville. In Knoxville. Yeah.
And I still can't talk Bobby into moving. I'm in southern Oklahoma, just about 30 miles away from the Texas-Oklahoma border. So.
And you go to Bob shows a lot?
I've never been to one of Bob's shows.
Oh.
I do the NARBC Dallas. I was going to go to a Bob show, but you know how life happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we were wanting to. We were trying to look like, because everyone's so far, right? So you've got Jen in Alabama, you've got me in North Dakota, we've got Bobby who is in Tennessee, and then we have another friend, DeMonte, who's in Ohio. So something that's
in Kansas.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to figure out one place.
There's one more in Montana too.
Montana, yeah.
Oh wow.
And we're trying to, we want to meet up at like a big show, right? You want to show up to like, Shitsville,
right?
And so you want to do a nice, a big show where we can meet. And it's hard trying to figure out. And the NARBC shows are perfect that are up, like St. Louis and Schaumburg and Tinley are perfect for us to meet there. It's all pretty much an equal fair drive. But we were wanting to do like a Bob show or something like that. Dick Mountain.
I've been to the last 2 Bob shows. It's phenomenal. The venue is wonderful. There's tons of hotels all around, and there's a lot of stuff there to do. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, for us, it's only a 2.5-hour drive, so that also makes it nicer.
It's like a
but he knows how to put on a show.
Yeah. See, we want to figure out what's a better way, or get Bob to start moving up north more.
Yeah.
No, he needs to come down south a little bit.
I don't think there's that many humans up north.
Oh, there's a good amount. I mean, North Dakota is the 49th least traveled state in the United States.
And yeah, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Wyoming is the 50th.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to play this sponsor video and we'll be right back.
If you need to accelerate your breeding plans, use Charlie at Gray Rider Reptiles for fast and reliable shed testing services. His testing services offer both speed and accuracy, ensuring that you receive dependable results in a timely manner. As a valued customer, he is happy to offer you a 15% discount on your purchase. Visit www.shedtesting.com and use code TEXOMA15 during checkout to take advantage of the offer. Limit of 2 uses per customer.
Python Suzy. He's been professionally fondling pythons since April 2024. Before that, it was just for fun. He has balls and golans, and soon he'll have dwarf Burmese pythons in his collection. He loves dark clowns, leopards, and long walks on the beach with sunsets. He thinks Orange Dream and Blackhead are salt and pepper on a good steak. Hit him up. He'll talk about just about anything. Fuzzy Acres is a small American business with a passion for top-notch customer service. Tyler is bringing his own high standards for his feeders at Tyler's Toxic Balls to your front door. At Fuzzy Acres, he's not just breeding feeders, Tyler is breeding trust by providing clean and healthy rodents, rabbits, chickens, and quails for all of your reptile needs.
All right, we're back.
That was a ridiculous sponsor video with Python Suzy.
He wrote it himself. That was on him. I just read it. I just read the script.
Oh my god!
He's a funny dude.
Been professionally fondling for the last.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just for fun.
I about died. Like Charlie's nice and professional, and then oh my god, that was great. That was amazing.
Hello, V. Hello.
That's awesome.
We're just a bunch of misfits, I swear.
Yeah. I'm known for being that way a little bit.
Oh, it's good. He thinks Orange Dream and Blackhead are like salt and pepper on a steak.
Like salt and pepper on a snake.
It is
And
true.
he will talk about just about anything.
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry.
He will.
Oh no, it's good. That's why I did it that way. So you'll think about it later, and then you'll think about me.
Yep, 100%.
And I'm in your head.
Yep,
There you go.
All the time.
Professionally fondling.
That's right. Professionally fondling.
Well, since Tyler's not here this evening, do you want to do his little reel and give a fun breeding tip or snake tip?
Who are you asking? Me? Jamie?
Yeah, you.
Jen? Jason? Yeah, I can.
It's Tyler's just the tip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's cut me off every damn time.
She cuts you off all the time. She asked me, Jamie, are you ready? I give her the thumbs up.
My God. Yeah. I've stepped away from YouTube for a while of watching people's shows, and I had no idea that this is what was going on. I'm going to have to go back. If this is what we're doing now, I'm going to have to come back. Oh.
No, she loves to do that. She'll set me up, and I'll get in the middle of saying something, and she cuts it off.
Just the tip.
Woo. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
All right. So here's something that I figured out. So I don't know what it is about where I am geographically, but November 14th, 2024, we had a blizzard, and all the snakes, every snake I had went off of food. And a lot of them didn't go back onto food for months. Some of them, it was just a few weeks. I had one like 8 months. She didn't, I couldn't get her to eat live. I couldn't get her to eat frozen thawed, anything like that. So ever since then, I've been doing nothing but, researching on how snakes eat, how they smell, what can I do to get them to eat. And one of the things I came across was I had this kind of inkling. So I used to do aquaponics and I raised channel catfish. Okay. And one of the things we used to do to get them frenzied up, to get them nice and fat and eaten a lot, is put a little chicken broth in the water. And that just, they'd go crazy. And if you guys ever went catfishing, you use chicken liver,
the stinkier the better with catfish, right?
What's that?
The stinkier the better with catfish.
Yeah, you leave the chicken liver outside overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so turns out I did a little research with all the little handy AIs we have. And, the Jacobson's organ on the snake functions a lot of the same way the skin of a catfish functions in terms of smelling amino acids. So fun fact, catfish smell with their whole bodies. And all they do is they detect amino acids. That's how they smell things. And that's, as far as food items go, that's a lot of what snakes pick up. And so I thought, well, okay, maybe this chicken broth would work. So I asked Garak, like, hey, what kind of off-the-shelf items would have a lot of amino acids that would be attractive to a snake and make them want to eat? Well, lo and behold, chicken broth. I was like, son of a bitch. All right. So I took chicken bone broth. There's a difference, the chicken broth and then chicken bone broth, right? So I took chicken bone broth and I did some experiments. I scented my frozen thawed rats with it because I warm them up in a sous vide and I keep them dry in a bag and then heat them up that way. Put just a little bit of chicken broth in the bag with the rats. And holy crap, it turned everybody on. And I got great feeding results, and I've had great feeding results ever since. And even with the lives, poor guys, I dip their head in some chicken bone broth, and and the picky eaters, they eat. And I'm talking like, a lot of times with the frozen thawed, you do the little dead rat dance with the tongs. Seems like when I've got the room scented and the rats scented with the chicken bone broth, those guys are flying out of the tubs.
That's cool.
There's no waiting around.
Scenting the room?
Say that again?
Have you tried just scenting the room and not the rats?
I haven't tried just scenting the room. See if it really makes much of a difference. I could try that. See if I get the same response.
That's wild because I have the exact opposite effect. So when I get a cold snap or a winter storm coming in and that barometric pressure drops, because that's what I watch. As soon as that happens, my females go wild.
Okay.
Right. I open a tub. They're flying out wanting food constantly because that it engages that breeding response and that like I need food to be able to grow my follicles and everything. The winter is always wild for me.
Yeah, I could never figure it out. I've asked a ton of people, why did this happen? The only thing I can think of is I'm already at 4,700 feet.
Yeah.
So maybe when I get a big storm, then maybe the pressure drops too much and, that it shuts them off to food.
That's wild.
I've never noticed a difference in pairing, when it's storming versus when it isn't. So I don't really see any difference in behavior or any better luck locking. I do know one thing is I had 5 males that I was pairing this year. 4 of them were just not interested at all. And what I mean by not interested is you put them in the tub with the female and they coil up in a ball and tuck their head in the middle of it, like they're scared of the girls.
Yeah.
And one that he's a super stud. He'll lock with your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Wish the other ones were like that. But then this past week,
you'll lock with your finger.
this
sorry,
past week,
personal experience.
What do you do with those snakes, Travis?
Professionally fondling.
Professional fondling. That's what I do with them. I'm a certified professional fondler.
There you go.
But this week it was time to pair again. I ultrasounded and I got a couple girls in the 20s and a couple girls in the teens. And so I put my males in, and I gave each a pep talk, which hasn't worked in the past. But
pep talk.
this week, like on the 11th and the 12th, everybody locked.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
And so I was like, wow, I wish I knew what the hell was going on. And the only
were they different females or same females?
It was the same females. I'm keeping with the plan, but one of my buddies, so I've got one female at 26 millimeters.
Salt and pepper them snakes.
Hell yeah. He said that her pheromones are probably getting picked up by the other males. And so she's developing and she's 26 millimeters, that she's probably triggering the other males finally to get more interested. So
yeah, when I run into those problems, when I have uninterested males or the female's not receptive or whatever. Well, not the female's not receptive. I'm sorry, different subject. But when males aren't interested, and I used to do all of this. Like I'll put a male's shed in with him, and I'll put the next step. Oh, still not interested. Okay, another male's poop in there and urates. You know what I mean? To kind of get like, oh, another one's been here. And now if I get one time like, oh, no lock's not interested, I give them the warm up right beforehand. I grab another male who I know is good. I just throw them both in the same tub for like 5 minutes get them all really pissed off, and then I just rip them out and throw them in with the female.
Just rev them up. Yep.
Have at it.
Yeah,
I don't even go. I don't do all that other stuff beforehand. Like, what are they going to do? Sit there and bite each other? Half the time, these things go after the rats that I throw in there. They bite themselves.
Some Luther or Barry White.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I did the sheds, soak the shed in the water and then use the spray bottle, and that didn't seem to do make any
I
difference.
skip all that now. I
Like,
used to do that stuff when I had time and all that, but now I just go like, okay, you didn't pair. All right, you're in with this other dude. Like, here you go. Have 5 minutes to get in there and get pissed off, and now it's the next one.
Let's get it on.
Yeah,
I did the sperm plugs too. That didn't seem to make a difference.
yeah.
I'm sure it works though. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but
Sure, I'm just skipping right to the end result. What I know is going to make them mad. I'm just going to go right to it and put two males together.
yeah.
And I did have one comment when you talked about that chicken broth. Did you try vanilla before that?
So I did, as a matter of fact. And so I went a step further. So here was my thinking. Everybody's like, oh, you need to try vanilla extract.
Yeah,
So vanilla extract used to be made with beaver castoreum.
Yep.
And so I went to an online trapper supply place and got beaver castoreum because I tried the vanilla. That was actually vanilla bean vanilla.
Like the real, you've tried real vanilla.
Like
authentic vanilla.
Yep.
And so I went and got the beaver castoreum, and I didn't put the beaver castoreum, like I didn't scent the rats or anything like that, but I scented the room with it. And it did seem to get the younger ones, the hatchlings and the subadults, a little more active, but I didn't see any change in the adults' behavior with respect to feeding response. I still have it. And man, it smells
terrible.
Yeah. Stinks. It stinks.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It stinks. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll still give it a go. I'll because it's amino acids too. I mean, so, pheromones.
But it stinks.
You know what got me thinking too is trying different stuff. I walked into Tractor Supply here locally the other day, and they had a sale on chicken hatchlings, and you had to buy a minimum of 4. And when you did anything over that, they were 75% off, and it was like 59 cents for these a piece for these little chicks.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and I'm sitting here like, I could not go home with these. My wife would not let me, but I'd have to go home and bring them down and throw them in for the snakes. Is what I was like, man, you want to talk about cost effective right there? You can't even beat that price for raising your own rats.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's true.
I thought
so
about
9 cents.
How many animals a piece do y'all have? And is it just ball pythons, or do you do different stuff?
Jen, you go first.
Well, until next week, I have approximately 60, give or take. Yeah, but I co-breed with Jason a lot, so I have 60-ish. But I like to keep my collection small too, because I like to look at everything every day because I have a bit of OCD. So, and I have the time to do it.
A lot of OCD. I have between like 70 and 90. Try to hover around there. I feel like that's manageable, in my opinion. Especially with my work schedule and everything like that. Everyone who starts this has dreams of grandeur. I want to be Bob, I want to be Justin or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get, after you get more than like 10, 20 snakes, you're like, just Jesus Christ, this is a lot of work. You know what I mean? And then you start as it keeps expanding and you find other stuff and you're just like, all right, okay, there's got to be a level that I can cut off. And there was one time I was around over 150.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of those hatchling I think there was one time it peaked during COVID. I think at one time I had like 70 or 80 hatchlings, and it was too much. It was, and I was selling rats at the same time because the snakes exploded.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, the pet store
remember that.
They couldn't keep up with their rats, so they were buying 100 plus every week from me. So there was the rats what took up my time so much, and I hate rats. Like, don't get me wrong, They're adorable. They're cute. They feed my stuff. But man, they take 4 times the work than the snakes do. And then, like right now, I'm having an internal battle right now with one rat that somehow made it out of a tub, and I'm guessing it's my oldest child who helps me out cleaning rats. One is loose. He is loose.
Oh
and
no!
He's eaten all the peanut butter off of the traps, but doesn't trip the traps. He's moved all the sticky paper that I put down, and you can see it'll be halfway up the wall. Like, how did it get up there? And he's not stuck to it. And one trap was tripped and there was some blood, but it's still gone. But he'll be chewing open food bags and everything. And it's just like, God, I go in there and I'll search. I'll spend an hour in there with a stick trying to find them and poke everywhere. And
we've had great success with the live bucket traps from Amazon. So you buy the lid and a ramp, and then they climb up, and there's like a trap door, and they fall into
those buckets. Those buckets are awesome.
You just put a little peanut butter on the lid, and it'll fall right in.
Jason's looking right now.
I'm going. I've been battling this dude for like 2.5 weeks right now.
Either that, or you need to get a
Ratzilla.
All right. I found the one you're talking about. I'm buying it.
That thing works. You need
all right.
So come with the 5-gallon bucket, so you need to get the bucket. But yeah.
No, I got 5-gallon buckets like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, we have one. We have ours on a bucket.
Our own rats. Holly, you do too, right?
Yes.
Do you guys breed your own?
I breed ASF. I can't do the rats; they're too big.
I used to do ASF.
I do ASF and rats. So
see, I wish I could have ASF here, but they're illegal. If I could get my hands on some, I wouldn't care. But
I bred ASFs for a short.
Or field mice.
Yeah,
I bred ASFs for a short period of time, and I tell you what, those things always would bite me. I cannot stand ASF.
Yeah, they need enough. If they have enough protein, they are puppy dogs. Like, I've never gotten bit. I just pick them up by the tail, and they're great. They just hang there, like, sure, whatever. They're just super chill.
It sounds like Bobby's ASFs are pretty chill. I think Bobby, right?
I don't know. My ASFs are ninja bastards. So
nah, mine are chill.
I think I got some that were from some sort of a, ninja bloodline, anti-establishment
bloodline. They all do that.
Yeah, see, I enjoy my ours never. Yeah, it's got to be me. They don't like me, and that's fine. I enjoy my my Norwegian or fancy rats or whatever you want. You know what I mean? People love them as pets. I have the hairless line. I have hairless in my rat colonies as well. So I'll randomly produce a couple of hairless ones too from time to time. Oh my God, they're adorable. They're so ugly. They're fucking cute.
I've gotten away from the double Rex, but they are cute.
Yeah, she had some of mine too. I gave her some rats too, and she's got some of my stuff floating around in there. But it's hilarious that all of a sudden, like, you just hear some naked freaking rats. It's like, oh my God, you look like a ball sack. You're so
that's
ball sack.
They do.
I like the ASFs because they don't smell.
I don't like the rats because they'll crawl up their tails. They'll turn around, and when you're holding them, they'll crawl up their tails. I had to feed some rats I got a bunch of snakes from a friend, and all they ate was rats. I switched them over to ASF since, but no, I don't like the rats.
Yeah.
I love mine.
That's awesome.
I've downsized too, because there was a time I was producing, for the pet store and everything. I was making every week. I was producing like 250, 300 small, just smalls, right? There was so many freaking rats that were going because no one else wanted to take on the task, and I mean they paid me well. I was making $2 or $3 grand a month just off of rats.
So back, pedal that back a little bit, Jason. I know during COVID, you were producing them rats for the pet store, and they tried offering you something. Yeah. So tell that story, please, because I found it hilarious.
What was I don't now you're what did they offer me? I
can't remember, but it's like $250.
Oh yeah. So there was like the pre-COVID prices when I was selling to them, right? It was like $250, and then all of a sudden, like, bedding skyrocketed once COVID happened, the food or whatever, And they're like, okay. And now I'm paying, like, I'm legitimate in food. I'm at least paying over $50 or $60 a week just in food to feed all these rats. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to have to increase my price. And they were giving me, they wanted to give me $250 a rat. And I was like, no, that won't work. I will take them home and I will CO2 them and I'll freeze them. I guarantee you I can sell frozen thawed on
But didn't you tell them like $5 a head or something?
I told them I told them I wanted $5 at that time, and they said no. And I said, all right, call me when you accept it. And I took my rats home, and then I was giving away to Jen and everything. I started feeding, all right, you get a rat, whatever, I started frozen thawed, and they called me within 2 days because they couldn't keep up. And they're like, all right, we'll pay you $5 rat. I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need. I got 8. I got 8 from them. Like, you want them that bad? 8. But I also felt bad too because it upset me at the time because of what they did to me, because I was good to them.
Yeah, you were very good.
It upset because they call me anytime and be like, I need 100 rats now. And I'm like, all right, and I would bring them over. I felt bad though because then they increased their prices for everyone in town. But I mean, there's a lot of work. If you've ever had that many rats, it's
It is a shit ton of work, but yep.
So was that for smalls? $8 per small?
Yep.
Dang, that is good money.
It was great money. It was, but there was also no one else in town. They couldn't get rats. They had one rat rack that was 5 high in their back, and that's what they were trying to sell out of. And couldn't keep up. But it would have been $5 had they not been like, we're not paying that. Like, the price of food just doubled overnight.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? It's either you buy them or I'm going to stop breeding this much.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. They tell you about all the friends that you'll make, when you get into this hobby. They don't tell you about all the friends you lose.
Yeah.
I've lost more friends with these 5 words than any other. And it's, I have a rat room. As soon as I tell them that can make people, believe it or not, that phrase can make people vomit on the spot. Like, you have a rat room? Like, yeah. How many rats do you have? Well, I don't know exactly. About 5 times as many rats as I do snakes.
Yeah.
You have a snake room? Yeah. How many snakes do you have? I also don't know the answer to that question off the top of my head.
I don't go counting every day.
God, your house must stink. Well, it does stink, but that's because of the toddlers. So yeah, it's no, I haven't really lost any friends, but I've certainly had people go, that's a weird hobby.
Yeah.
I've had less people come over my house, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, I think every snake breeder is a little autistic, because anytime somebody comes over to the house, I'm like, you want to see my snake room? And they're like, no.
Nope.
No, okay, sure? We're good. My wife's like, stop bugging them about that. Like, what? It's cool. Yeah.
Well, I know I make more money off of my rodents than I do my snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about ramping back up on the rodents instead of snakes.
Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere I can sell my rodents because I am literally in the middle of nowhere of Alabama. So,
me, I sell right out of my house. I don't deal with pet stores or anything like that. So
yeah, that's what I would have to do if I wanted to, because we don't have our pet store anymore here. They closed. Yeah. They sold. They're done. But I was thinking about it because right now I see people all the time like, where do I get rats from?
Mm-hmm.
I tell them, don't go looking in the freezer.
Right, Bobby?
My wife, that was one of her big rules. She goes, don't you dare put dead rodents in the same freezer as our food. I said, I think that's a fair ask. Okay.
Yeah, my wife asked that too.
I got a freezer for all the rats. So
I didn't. I put it in there with the food. Sorry, it's a dead animal is a dead animal.
It's chicken.
Yeah.
There's dead chicken in there too.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
I never
funny.
thought
Well,
about
you
it
know
that
what?
way.
If we just skin the rats, maybe it'd be a different story.
When I euthanize
So-
mine, I vacuum seal them, so I have no problem putting them in the freezer with food.
That's right.
Because why
No,
not?
Joanne doesn't want to open the freezer and see dead rats when she's going to cook stuff for dinner or whatever. I don't blame her. That's fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
We got a
Yep.
freezer for them. So
That's funny. So whenever you freeze your rodents, I don't know how y'all do it, but I won't be out there while Bobby gasses. I'm like, I ain't watching that. I'll feed them to snakes all day long. I just can't watch them die, like in a little prison, right? But we have a cookie sheet, and we line them up on the cookie sheet,
Yep.
freeze them, and then bag them.
Yep.
So-
Same. That's what I do too. That's what I do too.
It's a little bit nicer. They're all squished up, you know. This
Oh.
is-
I don't do that. I've never heard that before, but that sounds genius.
Well, if you're gonna vac seal, honestly, you do need to freeze them prior.
You
Otherwise, the
absolutely
vac
need to
seal
freeze them
isn't gonna
prior.
work very well.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
That's a good one, John.
It's going to be one great big huge rat block in the bag.
Yeah. So yeah.
Huh, interesting. Oh, I haven't
So
done that.
besides TikTok and Instagram, do you have any sales like off of Facebook or other places?
I mean, sometimes I'll get a random message on Facebook, but most of the time for me, it's TikTok or Instagram. Like someone's going by and they'll send a message like, "Oh, I liked that snake that I saw, and how much is it? Can you work with me?" I'm like, "Oh, it's this number," and it's like, snakes are that expensive? Like, yeah. You know, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, but it is good. And like, okay, check out Morph Market here. Look, you'll see my price is less than that I offered you. And they're like, oh,
Yep.
dang. All right. Like, walk into a Petco one time. Go look at this
Yeah.
snake. You tell
Right.
me,
Right?
right? Paying $400 for a banana. I'll give you one for, $100. I mean, I only have one banana, 2 bananas, but yeah, no.
I'll take them both.
Yeah, most of the
So
time,
for
honestly,
me, it's mostly Morph Market, shows, and TikTok.
Here we go. Well,
Maybe
that's
I should get
awesome.
on TikTok.
I've been
TikTok-
telling you
TikTok's
to,
great.
and Jamie. Neither one of y'all will.
TikTok's great because Kyle Hoffman, he's on there too. He jumps on there. All of the big people are on there as well, and they don't do like what we do, where you'll be doing this. Like I have my phone sitting in front of me on a little Walmart tripod that I found the other day, Jen, and I love it.
You
And you
finally
sit there
found
with
it, huh?
just a snake in your hands and showing off stuff. And it's great. People come by like, oh, it's a snake, and then you could do the random time, like just throw. There was one time I threw the camera in the incubator while eggs were they were pipped and coming out, going back in and out and in and out. Man, I had like 10,000 people in that live at one time. It was going wild. People were throwing gifts. That live made me like $180 too.
Oh wow.
You can make money on
Wow.
TikTok if you didn't know that too, and they'll pay you. You can cash out right to your PayPal. Then
Yep.
they send you a W-2 at the end of the year or in January. Send you a W-2. Here's what you earn. Add to your taxes. But it is really great. And then like Kyle will come on, and you're sitting there just TikTok is a really great time. If you're not a part of it, you really should be. And plus, if you want to sell to the younger generation, they're all on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're not like you, like looking at where's my MySpace at, like who's my top 8 or whatever. You know what I mean? They're not doing that.
Well, I know one thing is that I don't make shit on my OnlyFans account.
Oh my goodness.
And I tried.
I keep telling Jason he needs an OF account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I send them randomly, like just a picture of my foot, just because or whatever. Like, and I got terrible feet.
With his
right?
holy socks. With
Yeah,
his holy socks.
terrible feet pic. Like my feet are 20 years in boots and stuff like that. I'll send random feet pictures to them, and they're just like, "I'm posting that." Like, I don't care. Just like the picture that Holly asked for, that Jen took that of me, like last, and they're like, "Oh, And she's like, I sent this picture to Holly to use. I'm like, oh, I think the first one she sent was a picture of me holding her purse at NARBC at Schaumburg.
Yep.
And you asked for a different one. But
a better one.
Too hazy. I couldn't get it to clean up any.
It was the DTs that were coming. Jen.
All right, guys. Well, we're at an hour. I want to thank y'all for coming on. Thank you, Jamie and Travis, for being here.
Hey, thanks for having us. It was so nice to meet you, Travis and Jamie.
Oh, ditto. It was great meeting you guys. You guys are a hoot.
Yep.
And Holly, you are always so awesome, especially you doing this with 102 fever. Really?
Oh, I'm sitting here shaking. I'm cold.
Oh.
So anyway, everybody, thanks for showing up. Thank you so much. And we'll see you backstage. Be right back.